It was 1 year ago today. The Valley Fire erupted in Lake County and destroyed almost 1,300 homes. Firefighters were overwhelmed in the first hours as that blaze rapidly spread from Cobb Mountain into the communities of Middletown and Hidden Valley Lake. By the time it was extinguished, it had become the third most destructive fire in California history. KTVU's Ken Wayne returned to Lake County to see how residents are recovering, and he joins us now live. Ken.
Julie, it's been a very slow recovery for the people of Lake County, and for some, the lives they enjoyed there before are over.
662 Charlie.
76,000 acres, 1,955 structures, including 1,281 homes. 4 dead. This is what Anderson Springs Road on Cobb Mountain looked like the night of the fire. This is what it looks like now. The Valley Fire has not only changed the physical landscape, but altered the course of hundreds of lives.
It raced up this hill, and those houses right along that ridge where it's all cleared now, those were the first homes to be destroyed.
Lake County Supervisor Rob Brown took us on a tour of Cobb Mountain, where the fire started. It spread to Middletown and Hidden Valley Lake, destroying hundreds of homes in its path. Investigators say faulty electrical wiring on a hot tub at a home behind this gate in High Valley is to blame. The fire erupted so fast, it burned more than 10,000 acres in less than 5 hours, burning through dry pines, many diseased with beetles, leaping from house to house.
There were gun safes out here that were rated at 3,000 degrees, just melted everything inside of them.
The hills are now covered with dead trees and empty lots. More than half the homes destroyed, about 700, were here in Cobb. Only a handful have been rebuilt.
50 are actually under construction in rebuilding. Maybe only 5 to 6 are actually finished.
GLORIA HUCK is a real estate agent in Cobb.
I think people have to realize that it's not anywhere near over. You know, I've been told, well, can't you people get your lives together after a year? We're still waiting. We'd love to be over.
She and her 3 adult children all lost their homes in the fire.
Counting grandchildren and spouses, put 18 people out of a home.
The pace of construction here in Lake County has been painfully slow. That's caused a lot of frustration, anxiety, and heartache, and some to question whether they should even stay here.
Some people have left, they're not coming back.
But you're staying?
Yes, I'm staying.
Because?
My wife.
She doesn't want to leave?
No.
Sounds like you do.
I would greatly want to leave, yeah. Yeah.
Mark Snell and his wife started construction on their new home last January. They're just now moving in.
It's been very painful. Every day you live it, every day. Every day you talk to someone, it's a different battle. Something else has happened. The county will change this ordinance, that ordinance. I mean, you got to fight every day.
Next door, an RV. Some are living on their lots during construction. At nearby Middletown Middle School, 246 of the 250 students who were here last year have returned, even though 46 of them lost their homes.
I was amazed how resilient everybody was, and happy to see that our attendance is still strong.
The principal says one silver lining is the children have pulled together and bullying is way down.
I know our students had to grow up a little bit and obviously mature and become people that that went through something that's unprecedented in their lives and going to be stronger for it.
It will take years for the area to recover. Some who had insurance can afford to rebuild, others can't. It's estimated 40% of the homes lost in the Valley Fire won't be rebuilt, at least not anytime soon.
We're spending more on the rebuilds on our homes than the homes will be worth when they're completed.
Nerves here are frayed. The Rocky Fire and recent Clayton Fire only increase the anxiety. Every time the wind blows, thoughts turn to, what if?
It'd be nice to get all these trees down, and eventually we'll get them down if they don't fall down first. But once that's done and the grass starts growing, you know, they got a good view of the mountain. And
how long do you think all that's going to take? I mean, do you think it'll ever be like it was before?
No, it'll never be like it was, never.
You know, one of the other things about it is when you go up there, you can see that little has changed. The actual forest is going to be different now because of the drought. A lot of the trees were dying and they were infested with beetles, and that's why that fire took off so rapidly. Right. Now those pine trees are being replaced by wild oak trees. So the actual forest is going to look a lot different in years down the road when those trees grow up.
You paid a visit to the town of Cobb. 700 homes burned. Right. 5 are done, 50 under construction.
Right.
Why is it taking so long?
You know, it's the economics. If you didn't have insurance, you can't afford to rebuild the house that you lived in before, or the people just can't simply afford to build a house at all. So they're moving out of Cobb and going to other parts of Lake County or leaving the county entirely.
Yes, what struck me is the pictures of driving through, that it just still looks wiped out.
The before and after.
Yeah, I mean, it was the road, Anderson Spring Road, which was covered with flames the night of the fire. It's still devastated. I mean, you can drive through hundreds of yards of neighborhoods where there's nothing there. I mean, there was nothing there except dead, burned trees and no homes.
The one nice thing about your story, the kids have returned and the bullying is way down.
School goes on.
Yeah. Ken, thank you.